What's good? How y'all doing this evening? Welcome back to another episode of the Don's Favorite here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy the Don. I'm here with my co-host Tyrone. What's good, man?
Hey man, I'm here to get into this topic. How y'all doing, man? How everybody else doing in the comments? It's a good day to talk about this.
Yeah, I'm ready too, man. Like it's been the past couple of days. I've been wanting to get in, go in on this. So we also here with GSHM, AFN's own Mad Mike. What's good, man?
Hey, what's going on, people? Y'all boy, Mad Mike. This ain't my show, so I'll just leave it like that. I was about to cut a whole promo on y'all ass, boy. Ric Flair style.
Alright. Hey, if y'all new to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. We know the game. Now, let's get into it. So there was a hiccup. Julio made a hiccup at his press conference the other day. That Sean said, "I got you, man. I'll send you the link. Give me 1 second, all right?"
Oh hell! Oh hell!
Oh God!
Man.
God!
Hey, I'll bring him on.
I
man.
got it. You want me to do it too? You want to give it to him, Don? I can give it.
I send it to him. I'm already in the thing. So,
oh God!
y'all already in trouble now. Y'all about to hear this man talk for a good 30, 40 minutes. So, all right. So, let's go ahead and get into this part. So, Julio made a hiccup. Said that Falcons, instead of saying, and then he corrected himself, said, "Oh, Tennessee Titans." So I understand. We know Bryce Harper. He did this a couple of seasons ago when he got signed by the Philadelphia Phillies, and he said he wanted to bring a championship to Washington, which Washington did win the World Series that year, but it went with Bryce Harper. But I made a comment on it, and I said something that, look at this clown. He forgot he got traded. You should have seen the amount of people came, Falcons fans. And there was other people from other teams too. But let's just put the emphasis on Falcons fans. Because we, as a fan base, we should know better. But do we really, Matt Mike?
Do we?
Sometimes I just don't know, man. It's they cease to amaze me sometimes. They defended this man and said, "How dare you call him a clown? He's a future Hall of Famer. And look what he did for Atlanta."
Man, look. I'm gonna tell you every last one of them, and I'll tell Dave Archer to his motherfucking face. I'll tell Brian Finneran to his mother freaking face. All right, I said I was gonna stop cursing so much, but I'm gonna tell you. Look, y'all are ass clowns. All right, like the great Chris Jericho always say, y'all some ass clowns. This man literally lied to the owner's face. He lied to his face and wasn't even man enough. When you tell me as a man or a woman that I am going to be by your side regardless, especially when you're trying to get something. Look, let's just say it like this, man. What if your girl came to you and say, "Hey, baby, I need $300 to go get, a new dress. We're gonna go out. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have the $300. Give me the $300. When I come back, we're gonna go out to dinner. And next thing you know, she comes back. She don't have the damn dress, and your $300 spent. So what are you thinking in? What are you thinking in as
what
a
you do with my money?
Yeah, man. And man, Julio kind of sort of, and I'm gonna come from the kid that grew up thinking Julio was the greatest wide receiver of all time. 2008 was he 2000? What year was he drafted?
2011.
2011 NFL draft. I watched my Atlanta Falcons draft Julio Jones. From 2011 up to this year, I've watched him be one of the greatest receivers. I've watched him be buddy buddy with Matt Ryan. I watched him be buddy buddy with all these guys. And then for you to do what you did, like really what you did to one of the best owners in the NFL, one of the nicest guys in football, and you to disrespect the city that loved you and supported you for years. Like it's kids like me watched Julio from his rookie year turn into the Julio he is. And it's just like, why do that? Like you heard kid, you heard I'm 20, and when he said what he said on Shannon Sharp, that hurt more because why? Why'd you go on there and do something like that? That's what that was the hurt in me. But to now hear that Arthur Blank said, "Yeah, I called you and you didn't answer the phone." That was
Damn it.
that was some.
Yeah, coming in here rude and disrespectful and everything.
That's one of the punkest moves you could do ever. I dude, that man has paid your salary your whole career. Like you've been here for years, and he's paid everything for you.
And
He's
let me
paved the road for you in Atlanta.
And let me go off real quick on the people that sit up here and said, "Well, he don't owe Arthur Smith anything. It's a job. It's a job. I quit jobs plenty of time." Look, you cannot compare your $35,000 a year job to somebody who made millions, who owner of a world class organization, allowed this man to be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. It ain't he ain't just Julio is not just using his money to just buy Ferraris and high rise penthouses and stuff. This man invested his money and did the right things like some players do. Invested in building things. Like he's building generational wealth on the money that Arthur Blank gave this man. Arthur Blank didn't have to give him nothing after that rookie contract expired back in 2015. He could have let him walk if he wanted to. So for the people who trying to compare their little 9-to-5 job to who, it's not the same. Y'all are nowhere near the same pay grade. You cannot compare yourself to that. He owed Arthur Blank some type of clarification, some type of reason why he wanted to leave Atlanta.
Let me
owed
that
that to him
a little bit, little bro. Let me pick it back up. Not only that, what you just said, it's how he boxed the organization in to pay him twice.
Exactly.
We could have let him walk. Two. I'm gonna call it 2 contract bitchings ago. But he boxed the organization in. He got paid twice, and ironically and unbelievably, the reason why he got paid is the guy that takes the most heat with our organization. That's something, but we ain't gonna go into all of that. But so for somebody to say he don't owe Arthur Blank anything. That's just a mother. No, excuse me. Can I cuss on him?
Not really, man.
Okay. But no, that's just people. Folks just it's really an indirect shot at another player on this team. Mm-hmm. If you ask my personal opinion, that's it. Because when you anytime you complain about, I'm sorry, not complain about, but how can you praise a person who did what he did and how he did what he did? My issue was how he went out the door. Exactly. My issue ain't somebody who want to leave. You want to leave, that's fine. But it's how he went out the door. And for people to sit up here and justify it and say he didn't know that he was on said phone call, on said show, is mind-boggling to me. Now, you got to think about how he... Now, of course, Arthur gonna want an explanation. I think Arthur is deserving of an explanation, being that, like you said, he's spending Arthur's money, and Arthur is the reason why he been able to start these new businesses.
He made him the face of the franchise. He was just no ordinary spoke on the wheel for the Falcons. He was the face of the franchise.
Absolutely.
Like it's like I said, like with people that want to sit here and just try to justify, oh well, he's not a clown. Yes, that's clownish behavior. I don't care if he probably will go down as one of the best wide receivers to play the game. But the way he handled that situation, leaving Atlanta, that's clownish behavior. People gotta understand when you do something wrong, you gonna get called out on it. That's just the bottom line. It doesn't matter. You don't get exempt because you a superstar.
Let me just say this, man.
I can see where. So I think I seen somebody post in one of the groups about since he shunned Arthur Blank, he shouldn't go in the Ring of Honor. I ain't gonna go that far. I mean, because you can't take away what he did on the field.
Oh yeah, hell you can. Yes, hell you can. Yes, hell you can. When you the owner and he done spent your money, $66 million of your hard-earned money that you believed in him. This is your organization. Not just say, I came up in your house. Hey, Chauncey, I say this all the time, people. I came into your house, said, guess what? I need a place to stay, Chauncey, man. Like, and I just started doing all types of messed up stuff. I started doing all types of messed up stuff, bringing people in.
You go upstairs and watch
TV
now.
We got all these types of things that's going on. We're talking about. I got people coming into your house. I got women coming into your house. All types of night. And then
I get it.
Just mess it all. Just mess your place of business all up. And then say, guess what? And leave in the middle of the night, shit, all trash all over the place, this and that. Like, what are you gonna think at that time? Like, man, ain't this some disrespect? I don't let you in my house. Gave you a place to stay, and gave you a place to like food to eat and all that type of stuff. And I just said, guess what? I'm gone.
You know what, man?
Gone.
It's funny. It's funny you act. Why did you have to word it like that? Because I was just, and you, Mike, you dirty motherfucker. I think me and you don't talk, Mike, and you already know. You know what that's a low blow. That's a low blow, Mike. That was real low blow. So you already know how I feel about that because of the analogy that you brought up. Listen, but all jokes aside, I get it, man. I understand. But you know, a lot of times, hey, how many breakups end well? Very few breakups end well. You know, whether you're breaking up, whether you're breaking up from a relationship with somebody, or you're breaking up, losing a job, or just ending a friendship, they don't always end well. But but once everybody cool down, once the emotions kind of get down a little bit, I mean, you still got to go back to what was done on the field when it comes to him being considered for that. Trust me, I totally get what you're saying, but I hadn't seen too many situations or relationship end well. I mean, a lot of times they don't end pretty. So I don't know. I don't know. You can't be mad at the Falcons if the Falcons decide not to do it, and you can't be mad if the Falcons do it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but I feel, will that happen? It'll happen in the future, but I don't see it in the foreseeable future. I just like Arthur Blank is pissed about this situation. Hey, Chauncey, you don't mind taking them headphones off, man? They kind of the noise of the show.
Is it what's in my background or the headphones? Period.
Okay, I hear it now. You had a fan on.
I had a fan on.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was the headphones. My bad. It was blowing air. But
Yeah.
anyway, like I don't see it in the foreseeable future. Like he'll get inducted into the Falcons Ring of Honor. He'll be in there eventually, but yeah. So, but what's your thoughts on this? I'm gonna let Matt might talk for a little bit, and then ATM, appreciate you joining in, man. And we're gonna let you talk about it too.
Like I said before, man, it's not so much like I said. I love Julio, and that's where most of the frustration comes from. It's not just football, right? That like this is real life. This is a real life issue where this man took care of you. He made sure that you and your family were going to be good for at least this generation. For at least 10 to 20 years. Just based on how you conduct business and how you invest with the money. He gave you dang near over $100 million, and you couldn't even pick up the phone. That's for me, man. Not like that right there. And a lot of people saying, he's not with the team anymore. It still affects the team. Why? Because we don't have a Julio Jones no more. We don't have him. He was one of the greatest receivers of all time. He's not here anymore. Matt Ryan is still here. He has to adjust. We got players that count that like players like Cordero Patterson. These guys wanted to play for Julio. They came here specifically to play with Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. You heard what Lee Smith said. I came here. I was going to retire, but Matt Ryan and Julio Jones were the reason why I came. And to sit here and say that you couldn't pick up the phone, your owner. And I said, I know Arthur Blank is in his feelings about this because if he wasn't, he would have ignored it. He's a billionaire. He can do and have anything done anytime he feel like it. So when it comes down to that, man, that right there is where I say where I draw the line at just as a man. Like that, and that's why I say for Arthur Blank, I'm not in his head, but if I were, this is exactly what I'd be thinking. There's no way in hell I'm gonna put him in the hall, the ring on my dime.
Yeah, man.
That's why I said it ain't gonna be no time soon. It's not like this is what the reason why Vic is not in the Ring of Honor. Like he just won't be in there no time soon. Now if Blank's children take over the team after Blank go pass over or whatever to the other side, then that may happen.
But don't you think their situation not similar though?
It's not similar at all. But at the same time, the seat is a seat. Like Vic lied to Arthur Blank twice about the situation with the dog scandal. All right, so and that threw us behind. People keep talking about, well, that threw the franchise behind. No, it really didn't. We just had a bad year in 2007. We drafted Matt Ryan. 2008, we was 11-5. So,
you know Ron
Thomas. Hey, Ron Thomas. I'm gonna bring you on a different time, man. I got 6 people already committed to be on, so I'll get you another day, man. But yeah, but like that situation is it. But like I said, they both did him wrong. They both spit in his face. They lied to him. They took his money. Like they pretty much pimped him.
Yeah, man. Arthur love both of them boys, man. That's the sad part about it, man. Arthur love both of them boys, man. Like for real. You know, so when people go to talking all that nonsense about, you know, how he's so loyal to Matt Ryan, he loyal to everybody who he pay, man. Like folks got to stop that, you know.
But if you play at a high level, and you conduct yourself as a great person, not only just on the field but off the field, Arthur Blake's gonna take care of you.
Yeah,
he's gonna take care of you. Like we seen this happen ever since he became the owner of the Falcons. Look at how I forgot his doggone name. Ward Dunn. He took care of Ward Dunn. Helped him with his foundation and everything. So like I never, you know, Arthur Blake, he said he gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of you. He made it known that he wanted Julio and Matt Ryan to be a Falcon for life. And speaking on this comment somebody made yesterday, they trying to make it a race issue. Well, if Matt Ryan did this, y'all wouldn't be. I'm like, no. If Matt Ryan would have had the same energy that Julio had and been disrespectful, guess what? We would have gave Matt Ryan the same business too. The logo means more than the name that's on the back of the jersey.
Oh boy, hey man, that's right. I can't cuss on here. Those people are so they so nauseating. And
they close-minded, man.
Like, man, bro, like, I be finding myself like, I be like, dog, do you think, like, some people, some of the stuff that we be hearing, I be like, man, that can't be him talking. That got to be a robot. Like, I be like, you know, some people just, their mindsets, I don't know. But, woo.
All right, ATM, what you got to say, man?
That man, he done took the ATM.
He on mute.
He on mute. Hold on, let me unmute his mic. All right, ATM, get back with me when you get a chance, man. All right, LaTravis, what you got to say, man?
What up, big homie?
What's
I
happening?
ain't know you had a big homie on here.
What's happening? Yeah, man. Fresh off of work. You know what I'm saying. You gotta get these cars out the way. You know what I got to do. But I know you mentioned earlier about the profanity, but this probably gonna be one time you might hear me say it, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Julio, but that boy played pussy. I don't care what you say. That's exactly what he did. That man, the what that
No argument for me. No argument for me.
like I don't care what nobody say. People can say about what you can say. You can try to make it a race issue. You can try to make it whatever issue. But the bottom line of it all is this: this man is clear video evidence. I don't know if it was week 6 or week 7, but we played the Carolina Panthers on Thursday Night Football. Michael Irvin specifically asked that man about his future in Atlanta. His words was, and I quote, "Oh, I want to be a Falcon for life. These are my guys. These are my brothers. We gonna make things work. This, that, and the third." And not even 10 months later, you up out of here.
Hey, wordplay. Don't forget what else he said too. Situations like that are out of my hands. And what did he do? He proceeded to take it into his own hands.
And I'm matter in your own hands.
And then,
Shannon got you on.
the same people defending Julio Jones are mad at Devontae Freeman right now.
Bingo.
Yeah,
I said
I don't understand that either. I don't understand it
They
either.
mad at this man
guess-
for getting like this man. They mad at this. He was a free agent. He was out of work. Oh, well, he should have never signed with the Saints. Where else he gonna sign to?
But the Saints and Falcons, the Saints and Falcons been trading players for years. Where y'all been?
Tyler Davidson, doggone Joe
Tyler
Holmes.
Davidson left. Tyler Davidson left New Orleans, came to Atlanta. Curtis Lofton left Atlanta, went to New Orleans.
Hold up.
Bobby Hebert.
The guy that sent us to the Super Bowl was a Saint.
Morton Anderson.
Yep.
The guy who sent us to a Super Bowl.
A Saint, you gotta look at it. A Saint great and Joe Horn came and played in Atlanta.
Bobby Hebert. I think Bobby Hebert was the first Saint to come here.
Exactly. Brady Smith came here. He came from New Orleans.
And my point is this, and I talked to Mad Mike about this last Friday. I said when Dan Quinn got fired and he knew that he wanted to play for Dan Quinn, he didn't want to play with the team no more. Why didn't he request a trade last season before the trade deadline, right after Dan Quinn got fired?
Not even just that, ATM. He could have requested a trade before the draft. We could have got a first round pick.
Exactly, but I'm saying, like, my thing is, you spoke up for Dan Quinn. Why you ain't ever call out Dirk Cutter for his trash play calling if you really wanted to win?
Oh Jesus!
Why you ain't stand up? And no one has been able to tell me this in the barbershop nowhere at all. No one can answer me. If he stood up for Dan Quinn, why didn't he call out Dirk Cutter? And why didn't he stand up for Marquand Manuel and Brian Cox and Roddy White?
ATM? You know why, ATM? I'm going to tell you why the people in the barbershop can't say this. Because
they going to say Matt Ryan.
No. Listen. The reason why people in the barbershop not going to trash talk Dan Quinn because they love Dan Quinn. Why they love Dan Quinn? Because he coached the Cowboys. Why they coach? Why? Because that? Because most barbershops, they love the Cowboys. End of story.
Nah, I think he was like specifically speaking on Julio.
I know,
like,
but it's about the Dan Quinn, about him talking up, speaking up for Dan Quinn.
And here's the most important calling out he didn't do. Why didn't he call out, Kyle, go take a hand? I still ain't heard nobody call him out. Nobody.
Everybody called out Kyle Shanahan except Julio. Literally, everybody said something. This man has never said anything about anything.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I've never
I
heard
stand
Julio.
corrected. A couple people did. You're right.
Right.
Yeah, I know what's so crazy though.
I want to talk about somebody that's on the radio right now in Atlanta sports that played for this team and left. And,
oh my god!
But he's more. I say he's more respected than a lot of people.
Who?
Harry Douglas. I love to call him the pride and joy of Jonesboro. He left Atlanta because what? His contract left. He was at the end of his career. He went to Tennessee, right?
He
Fine.
was in his career. They gave him a hefty contract.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt.
That contract. We had
Thank
Roddy
you, Matt.
White. We had Roddy White. I think we still had Roddy, and we still had Julio. So those were our two guys. So, but look where he's at now. Where did he come back to? He didn't stay in Tennessee. He came right back to Atlanta. He out there with the players. He out there. Arthur Blank still loves him to this day. Julio will never have that opportunity in Atlanta. He will never have
that opportunity to come back down here. Not gonna say that.
With Arthur Blank in there? No, I don't think.
But he forgave Vic, so that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't necessarily say that.
This is a little bit more. I think this is a little bit more personal than Vic. Like Vic didn't necessarily do anything to him. Specific.
Arthur Blank was more so disappointed with Vic, but he felt betrayed by Julio Jones. And when you looking at it, this karma is coming at Julio Jones faster than what we expected. The allegations, and then what happened earlier today.
In practice, he got hurt. Yep.
Who got hurt?
Julio got hurt.
Julio.
I'm gone.
He failed to bring a pass in the end zone from Ryan Tannehill, and he was slow to get up and didn't take another rep.
Yeah.
And he
hold on. This is what somebody told me. All right. They don't have the chemistry yet. Of course, you're a new receiver to the team. So Tannehill threw it to a spot that he thought Julio can catch it. And Julio probably extended too far to try to catch the ball and got hurt. He landed.
Right. They said he couldn't bring it down.
But Matt Ryan, he threw the ball everywhere he needed to put the ball for Julio to take it. But hey, you ain't on the Falcons no more. So you gotta play with Ryan Tannehill.
According to Tennessee, he gonna be all right. According to them, but
that's what they said. But we'll see.
Hey man,
we know it.
We'll see when he put on. They got to put on them pads, and he got
to. Of course, they not gonna tell the truth because they already know if they come out and say Julio got to be out for an extended period of time, you already know what's gonna happen.
I'm sorry for the profanity, but wordplay is right. This is you couldn't even have the decency to at least send a text. Just a text to Arthur Blank, Terry Fauno, and Arthur Smith that you didn't want to be here. You couldn't even send a text. Forget talking to him face to face and talking to him on the phone. You couldn't even send him a text and say that you don't want to be here, bro.
Okay, let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. I can understand Arthur Smith. I can understand Terry Fontenot, and give or take, I can understand Arthur Blank. But you ain't even talk to Matt of all people.
Whew, yeah.
That's supposed to be your boy. You ain't even talk to Matt.
10 years in the game, man. You ain't even.
You can even talk to your quarterback. That's messed up. Yeah,
you can see in Matt's face. You can see in Matt's face like that man was hurt.
Yeah.
And then you went to a whole other team, and then you put the number 2 on
then you
jersey.
Go put number 2 on, bro. That hurts. Like, bro, that's your brother. That is your brother. Y'all grew up together. Let's put it like that. Y'all became a duo. When they had the greatest duo list in NFL, and it was always those two, and it was always like Larry Fitzgerald, whoever he had a quarterback for a while. It was always the great receiver. It had Ben and you.
Ain't but one duo better than
man.
Ain't but one duo in the history
Matt
of
the respect to say, you know what, Matt? I appreciate what you did for my career. All them 1,000-yard seasons, throwing me the ball, all them touchdowns, making me the leader in touchdowns in
right.
Falcons history. All of that. You did all of that for me, and you don't call me?
And then say that it was a mutual party.
Yeah,
no one. But I like what Cookie by Nature just said in the chat. He said he's not used to practicing. That's why about Julio getting hurt. And I'm telling you, hold on. I'm telling you, bruh, hey, it's kind of good that he ain't here in Atlanta because dude wouldn't be running. He would be running laps.
It's only
been one duo,
for real. It's only been one duo in the history of the NFL better than Ryan and Jones. Y'all know that
that's Jerry Rice and Montana.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah. Jerry Rice and Montana.
Hold on. Whoa. So we gonna disrespect Peyton and Marvin Harrison?
Peyton and Marvin Harrison.
Oh, okay.
Peyton and Marvin Harrison. That's it. You can stop right there.
Yeah, after that, it's nobody else. After that, it's nobody else. I just don't, like I said, for me, I just don't understand, and since we on the subject about, everybody defending Matt real quick, for people that comes out to say that we are, Matt Ryan stands or Ryan Knight, whatever you want to call. Do y'all not seen us on social media defending Julio Jones number one receiver spot in across the league? I had to outdo I had to outdo OBJ fans. I had to outdo Antonio Clown fans. I had to outdo DeAndre Hopkins fans. Like, bro, I made sure Julio stayed at that number one spot. I kept telling everybody, y'all come with different receivers every year, but guess who's still in the conversation? Julio.
Travis.
I defended that man.
Travis, you know, it was okay for us to defend Julio, but we can't defend Matt. But if we bring up the hell with it, I'm gonna say it. If we bring up race, now we tripping.
Let me tell you something, Chuck.
It's a lot of hypocrisy with our fan base.
It is. Let me tell you something. So in practice, the other day in practice, they made the comment of Matt Ryan. They trying to make Matt Ryan get faster, with play action and everything. And some people, if we would have drafted, don't you say it. You better not say it. Hold on, you better not say it. If we would have drafted said player for Ohio State, we would have been good. And I'm like, bro, like they're not trying to have him run 30 yards down the field. It's the timing. Arthur Smith has a certain timing of his plays. It has to matriculate the right way. Like,
I want to read this comment real quick, though. I'm going to let you finish. I just want to read this to all of y'all because this is a comment on the post we put with Julio. Somebody said, I wonder if Matt Ryan or any other white Falcons player would be called a clown for requesting a trade from a team that was looking to rid of his contract due to cap restraints. Julio is arguably a top 2 greatest Falcon player of all time, and you called him a clown. That is something. And so you bringing in race. You brought in race because we didn't say nothing about him being black or nothing.
I know, and I mentioned that earlier, and I said that if Matt Ryan would have had that same injury Julio Jones did, guess what? We would have called him a clown too.
Oh, it would have been riot. Let's be real. It would have been a damn riot. They would have been at his house.
They would have went to his house. They would have went to his house with pitchforks and flames and doggone tortured Sarah and the boys, bro. Like that joke would have been on CNN, bro. I'm telling you.
Since y'all want to bring, go ahead, Mike.
Hey man, look, I'll just come down to this, and I'll just say this: I don't really give a freak who like it or who don't. When it all come down to Julio Jones, man, all you guys love to praise people that you connect with instead of just doing the right thing. Y'all will let anybody get away with anything. This is the culture of just America right now. Just because you identify with a certain players, you will put up with bull crap. This man, look, we're talking about this just doesn't pertain to just Julio Jones. This is just entertainment.
Like it's called Stockholm syndrome, man. Like people used to being treated like crap, and then they let it slide, and they be like, okay, my person cheated on me, but it's cool though. Like they ain't really mean to, and you want to justify it, and y'all want to be buddies. No, like you did wrong. Like own up to it, and they should be held accountable. But I want to hear from Rashad, because Rashad ain't really said anything.
I mean, just what's going on, everybody? But to kind of interject what you just stated, like the issue that I have with a lot of people is that they sit up here and condone bullshit. You'll sit up here and condone bullshit all day, every day. But then when you are, hey, I'm gonna speak my mind here, man. Okay. The issue at hand is this: Julio pulled some snake ass shit, man. Come on now, and you got people condoning this snake ass behavior. Like, come on, man. You, for one, you couldn't call off the blank. You couldn't talk to the man. Like, oh man, I ain't want to be here no more. Okay, this man put money in your pocket, man. Matt Ryan sacrificed $20+ million for you, and you couldn't tell
how many draft picks and how many draft picks?
Oh, God.
4 or 5.
4 or 5. Yeah, you couldn't own up to it like a man and say like, yo man, I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be here no more.
Dimitrov took a lot. Dimitrov took a lot of heat for giving up all them damn draft picks for that boy, man. Dimitrov took a lot of heat for that now. I mean, just so happened it turned out to be all right for us, but
let's be real. Dimitrov did a lot. Like this organization did a lot for Julio in return, we could have stayed where we was at in that 2011 draft and picked up a defensive player, which we needed, but we didn't. We got generational talent of Julio Jones. Okay,
Yeah,
we
but
lost some draft picks in that. Cool. All right, when his rookie contract was almost up, we could have let him walk in free agency, and we could have addressed the defense like we needed to, but no, we did not. Thomas Dimitrov gave him another contract, a max contract, and the defense still suffered.
And Cleveland didn't hit on none of them picks either.
Cleveland didn't hit on none of them picks. They didn't.
None of them picks lasted.
And don't forget, in 2015, he said he wanted to be a Falcon for life too. That was the first time
that's when his contract. That's when his rookie contract expired. We had to give him another contract.
But then also, here's the thing that people tend to forget. He wanted more money going into that extension because we gave him a 5-year deal. He wanted more upfront money going into that contract. And being said that Arthur Blank said, "Oh, I want this man to be a Falcon for life." You know.
And then in 2018, this man helped out a training camp over $2 million. $2 million.
Arthur Blank paid
and got an extension with 2 to 3 years left on some contract he had just damn got.
Notice he held out after Calvin really got drafted too, right?
Yeah, he did.
Then held out again after Michael Thomas got paid.
Pause. Chad Alexander joined the chat. Who listening to these folks? Well, apparently you one of the people that's listening to us. But
man, get out of here.
Man, get out of here.
Enjoy the show with all that.
Man, you can click off the video for we can't play, boy.
Man, sound like a clown right now. We ain't hearing that.
Chad. Your name Chad. That should be punishment enough. You sit your
He's bruh. He's just like bruh. Listen.
Hold on now. My best friend's name is Chad. Okay.
No. Hold on. Hey. Chill. He's dry just like the country in Africa. Chad is dry just like the Sahara.
Oh man.
More like that. More like Tom Green when he was playing the Chad and dang what the movie called Charlie's Angels with Drew Barrymore. The Chad. Come and deal with the Chad. Get your ass out of here.
Man, you don't want to get roasted, man. You want to get going.
You no parts of this group right now.
Hey man, I know it's been a lot of clowning, but this is where we talk about, how we conduct business as far as GSHM, Atlanta Falcons Nation, how we conduct business. We just look, man. We just do things completely opposite, and when it all come down to it, man, it's just about being a man and doing the right thing as far as the person. I like forget the fans, forget forget even Julio Jones. I mean Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan, he doesn't owe Matt Ryan anything, but he does owe Arthur Blank and those investors who invested their hard-earned money. And this is not just because you have minority owners who invested into the Falcons. So he didn't just screw Arthur Blank. He screwed all of the minority investors who invested their hard-earned money to give Julio Jones that money. And that's where the issue is. And that's why I say it's not just Arthur Blank. Everybody just see Arthur Blank as the majority owner. He got those minority owners that probably want blood. And Arthur Blank was like, no, you're not going to do my boy like that. He's still probably doing that in the back. So, like, you got minority owners that probably want his blood right now. They want him gone. They want him banished on the face of the earth because this is money. When I tell you don't get in the way of rich people and their money, bruh, don't get in their way. You will get stomped out.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to bring that up about money. Like, you just lost Arthur Blank and the minority owners of the Falcons. They just lost a lot of as soon as they traded Julio, they knew they losing money, ticket sales, all that, like the merchandise, the Julio Jones jerseys and stuff. All that's no more. Okay, they're not getting any money from that anymore.
And you know what?
I mean, look at Warwick Dunn, man. Like he's a minority owner himself. Warwick Dunn is a minority owner. Forget that. You don't think Dunn is pissed off at Julio? Like, yo,
I'm going to tell you this. I know this to be true. Yes, he is. I know that to be true. Trust me. My grandson, best friend is Ward Dunn's boy. Trust me. Trust me. He's not a happy camper about that. But I'm gonna tell you something. The Falcons still was solid with him. You know why? Because guess what? If you box me in and trade you, oh bro, you better get ready. You better make sure you have your frequent flyer miles together. New York Jets, here we come. Boy, hey, them folks down in Fort Alabama, that double wide that they're gonna drive, they're gonna put some miles on it.
Hey, can I address what Wallace said a while ago? Because he said it's crazy how Julio, started changing when it came to the company he kept. Now Wallace, you said that, and my response to that is, you fit to be trouble. 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 You fit to be trouble.
Watch. I'm telling y'all. Watch this season. Watch this season. The Mingos gonna be up there in Nashville. Stadium with Julio. Watch.
You fit to be trouble.
Yeah, talking about they've been Titans fans all along.
Man, the Mingos, they switch up so many times. I seen them wear Michigan apparel. I'm like, how y'all Michigan fans? How? And then they were Bulldog fans, and then they were Auburn fans. I'm like, yeah, y'all.
And then Clifford Harris, Mr. Clifford Harris, bro. You've been seeing.
The only Clifford I address is the big red dog.
You've been seeing what the Saints had on, bro. Bro, nothing you can tell you. You have no right. You have no right to go on ESPN and speak down on any Falcon when you were seeing what the Saints had on, bro. Mm-mm. Stick to rapping. He's a hell of a rapper now. Stick to rapping.
He been subpar for the last 10 years.
According to his record sales, he is. I'm not too strong up on that rap game now, man. Hell, once they kill Biggie, that about ended rap for me anyway. Right. Biggie was the last to die. Well, no, Jerry Master J was the last to die, but he was done when he died. So once they killed Biggie, I checked out on rap anyway.
All I know is at the end of the day, man, you can't sit here and people can't sit here and be okay with what Julio did. Like, cause to me, like, y'all are saying folks would be like, you don't allow people to do X, Y, and Z to you, but just because he's Julio Jones and he played for the Falcons, you allow him to just mistreat your organization, mistreat your fan base. Like, I mean, come on, dog. Like, even the quote unquote, farewell speech that was written up by whatever person for Tennessee, like, bro, like that was some straight up. But you didn't even like had the decency to address the fans properly.
Hey, look, bro, I'm glad you brought that up. These are people that grew out their hair so they could look like Julio Jones. These are little kids that grew out their hair to look like Julio Jones. These are women who they went to shops and they specifically go to shops to make sure they spend money on your jersey, shoes, clothes, the jersey, all of this, and they proudly wore it to represent you, and you did not have the proper decency to address those people. Forget the people that you hate. Forget the people you don't like. These are the people that worship and love you, Julio. That right there is that.
I mean, you ain't lying, because I grew my hair out to get braids because of the nameless one. But there's neither here nor there. But that goes to show you like how impactful. Yeah,
it's the abused spouse syndrome. You know how
right.
You know how a woman or a person has been abused by their significant other, and they still some kind of way feel like they're gonna get it right. They still kind of feel like
that's called Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that too, in whatever other country. But I'm just trying to tell you. Listen, man. Hey, Julio, this boy here, I swear to God, the way he went out, man.
I'll address that later, dog.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on over my head, but I'm gonna stay out.
We'll talk about that a different day.
But A lot of these folks who justify what Julio did, you know why they justify it? Because they already went and programmed in their brain the reason why they think he left. And with 98% of the folks who justify what Julio did, the reason why they think he left is because of who was throwing him the football.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's why they justify.
And guess what? It's the same thing when Vic went to jail. Everybody, Vic coming back, Vic coming back, Vic coming back. I'm like, Vic is never coming back. He is never coming back to play for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I'm like, okay, retired. Oh, well, he'll come back to coach. I'm like, bro, he didn't even want to coach that doggone Atlanta.
The doggone what the
Legends.
The AFL. What was the AFL?
Yeah, he didn't want to coach them for 5 games that they was in existence.
First of all, who want to hire Vic as a coach when he don't even know how to read his own playbook?
But anyway, and this we're gonna end the show with this. Brian Finneran and Dave Archer.
Oh, I got something.
First off,
before we get off, hold on. Before we get off, I got a shot to throw at Harry Douglas. Just remind me of that. Go ahead.
All right. Brian Finneran. So the post that was made on FILA Twitter account yesterday, calling Julio clown. He wanted to make it his business and say, "Oh, so what am I, bro? This ain't got nothing to do with you. No one." I don't like attention seekers, man. I don't like attention seekers. The spotlight was not on you at all.
Quick comment on what you said. Quick comment, because he said, "What am I?" I'm gonna tell you what you is, dog. Nobody. Like, bro, what was you like? Who was you in Atlanta? Like, the most I used you on was Madden. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, bro, you ain't make no noise in Atlanta like that. Like, bro, like
no one was buying Brian Finneran jerseys. No one was buying Brian Finneran jerseys.
A career number
and you know, and I kept it kosher with him for a reason. And I told him, like, look, because he wanted to go back and forth. I ain't finna go back and forth with nobody on Twitter or
that man
Facebook,
on crack.
Instagram, nowhere. And I told him, I'm like, well, you left Atlanta with respect. You left Atlanta with your head held high. You didn't turn your back. You didn't do anything wrong to Arthur Blank. You didn't say anything bad about the fan base or the city. So there's nothing else to talk about you.
Even if he did want to hear it, it was like, it's Brian Finneran.
It's Brian Finneran.
Now let me get on Harry Douglas.
Uh-oh.
I heard Harry Douglas right before Julio got traded. He was on 92.9, and you could tell by the way he was talking, like he was speaking like he was the spokesperson for Julio. And it was all about, he was saying stuff like, I'm telling you, man, I know what's going on. I know what it is. I know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it kind of sounded like he was throwing slight shade in a certain person's direction. But you know what, though? Harry Douglas, right now, with me, he's somewhere right below Bobby Petrino with me when it comes to how I feel about folk that was with us. You got Kyle Piece of Shanahan. I spit in his face if I see him. I spit in his face, slap his wife, and kick his dad in the ass.
They gonna keep you far away from Mercedes-Benz Nation.
Bobby Petrino. I got barred from the Georgia Dome. That's another story. But Bobby Petrino, and then you got Harry Douglas. You know, y'all know on that final drive against Frisco. Can y'all play back that final drive against Frisco? The final drive. The one we came up short on. Do y'all remember Ryan hitting him out in the flat, and he was wide open, and wasn't nobody within 10, maybe 15 yards of him. He tripped up over his own 2 feet. And
I remember that.
They ruled it a catch, but the ball actually hit.
The action was incompletion. It was actually incompletion.
If he catches that ball, bro, we're not even talking about that season no more, because we beat Frisco, because that was the go-ahead touchdown, and you know, we all know the rest. Ryan didn't hit Gonzalez in the end zone. It's a matter of opinion whether he should have thrown to him or not. He tried Roddy White. Navarro Bowman went through Roddy White. We thought it was pass interference. And, you know, it was never called. But guess what? We didn't throw a whole 2-month pity party about it and get the rules changed. That's my jab to them Aints fans.
All right,
and I'm done.
And Dave Archer. Let's get to Dave Archer.
Who?
So Dave Archer, Mike Jones.
Who?
All right, exactly. So this man, he liked the post, and then the fan pretty much called him out, saying, well, "I can't believe Dave Archer liked this post. He calling the Falcon, one of the Falcons' greats, a clown." Dave Archer came out and apologized for liking the post and unlike the post. And talking about, well, I had the honor of calling Julio Jones in the games I called. I'm like, I don't like butt kissers, man. I really don't.
Well, you know
I really
what?
don't like. I definitely don't like people that renege on something that. If you a man, stand by what you did. Stand by what you done.
I feel you on that, but they boxed him. They boxed him in. They boxed him in. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to do it. They boxed him in. They probably threatened his money and all that stuff. That everybody built different, man. We all built different. See, had that been me, I would have told him. I would have gave him the middle finger and said, "Yeah, I like the post, and I'll sleep on the bridge." But you know what? Hey, Dave Archer, y'all know what school he went to?
I have no idea.
Dave Archer went to Woodward Academy.
Woodward Academy? Okay.
Woodward Academy.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Dave Archer went to Woodward Academy. So I kind of give him a little bit of pad because he got a little College Park in him. But other than that, you're right. Don't renege on what you said. This social media runs this world, man. So
unfortunately,
if you care
it
about
does. It's more. It holds more validity than actual like physical human social action.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm more concerned about what I have in my face physically. I can care less about what's on this screen. Like,
and that's why you didn't back down from that.
What'd you say?
That's why you didn't back down from your post. Like I said, I seen where you explained it, but still, like nobody not deleting nothing. Like y'all can say what y'all want to say. Y'all could cry. You could cry me a river like Justin Timberlake. But for all I care,
where the post at so I can love it. Where the post at so I can love it. It's on Twitter. Y'all already know I don't care. I don't care. I love it. I love it sitting next to Julio Mama. Your baby. Yeah, Miss Jones. Your baby went out like a bitch. Yeah, your baby.
I tell Mrs. Jones to her face, your son played pussy. I'm just gonna call him what it is.
Straight up. And all y'all folks from Foley, Alabama, I know. I know y'all hate me. I don't give a damn. I don't hang out in Foley. All them damn. I was down in Foley for a whole weekend umpiring a baseball game, man. I got into a war with about 5 mosquitoes down there. Got down there in Foley, Alabama. But they worship them down there, Jack. Believe that now.
And that is understandable here for them to be worshipped. Like what folks don't understand, there's no way we gonna sit here and say the man is not the man put up phenomenal numbers. He was a phenomenal talent, all the above. But at the end of the day, your integrity got to stand up for something.
Got to stand for something, bro. Got to stand for
something. No one's discrediting what he did on the field.
Like, we know what he did on the field. He put up,
like the best catch he made in Super Bowl history. No one's calling that out. All right. What we are calling out and what we are calling him a clown for is how he handled the situation.
It was a clown move.
Departing Atlanta. You could have handled that situation totally different, Julio.
Absolutely. It was a clown move, bro. I mean, call it for what it is.
What the fuck is wrong with being honest? What the fuck is wrong with being honest? Let's be goddamn real. This is the shit that I be talking about.
We're going to go in on 3-5 tonight.
Motherfuckers would rather lie than hear the damn truth and then make a sucker-ass decision to stick up for Julio who pulled a bitch move.
That's the thing, man. Hold on. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. People like people.
We need to go in on a 3-5 for Mike.
Listen.
We need to go in on a 3-5 for Mike now.
People love the ugly truth over the. People love the pretty lie over the ugly truth.
Yeah,
that's what it is. People love the pretty lies.
Mike, do you smoke, bro? Mike, do you smoke, bro? Mike.
Hey, I need some more. I need.
Yeah. We need to chip in now.
Let me say this with that because, but like you said, people love the pretty lies instead of the ugly truth. Now, here, like I tell people all the time, if the man would have came out, and I mean, like, bro, if he came out and said what he said about he wanted to be here, these guys, da 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 da. Now, out of nowhere, like, bro, can you imagine? Here it is, 10 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning. Everybody is on my work day. It was a beautiful day outside. We was fine. And next thing you know, bam, Julio Jones on television talking to Shannon Sharp, saying that he wants to leave. He wants to be traded.
Well, he said, he said, I'm out of there.
Yeah. So I'm reading the doggone. I'm reading the articles coming in. I'm looking like, man, you know how they do this, that, third. Oh, but let me tell y'all that algorithm called Twitter. It's something vicious, because I mean that video surfaced just as good, and I'm talking about rebound. All you can do is play back and watch it. Julio, how you feel about Atlanta? Oh, I'm out of there. Out of there.
Hold on. No, the reason why Shannon called him because Shannon and Skip was going back. Skip was crunk about him being seen with a Dallas Cowboy jersey on. Yeah. So that's why Shannon so-called called him to see if he was going to be with the Cowboys. And that's when he made it his business to say he was out of Atlanta. Man, fuck. Man, you know what? Man.
But then when he asked about Dallas, he said, like, come on, dog. Ain't nobody going to know Dallas. So you let him know you ain't going to Dallas, but you went out of Atlanta. So you just slapped everybody in the face all at one time. Like the whole, like, we were just all looking like, wait, what?
It was never a choice of where he was going to go. He knew he just wanted to be out of Atlanta. And yeah, we sent him to Tennessee. We got a second round pick out of it. We should have got more if we would have made the trade.
No, that's cool.
The draft.
I mean, considering his age.
But I'm telling you this now, and I'm telling everybody this now who listening, and everybody in the chat. Come the beginning of January, when the season and all the smoke clear, if he doesn't get nowhere near 1,000 yards, and I'd say if he get a little bit over 1,000 yards, but if the numbers are not astronomical of what he got here in Atlanta, boy, it's gonna be a field day.
1,300.
It's gonna be
if he don't see 1,300, I'm dragging him. And I know people are like, what, they ain't 1,300. That's pretty much what you average while you was here.
And I don't want to hear no excuses. He was hurt. Or I want to hear no excuses. He had Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry ran the ball. I don't want to hear no excuses.
I don't want to hear none of that 1,300 yards. If he don't see 1,300, I'm dragging him. Plain and simple.
He should cakewalk to 1,000 with Derrick Henry. First of all, but Derrick Henry gonna bring that extra guy down in the box. Listen, Julio should really eat with a guy like Derrick Henry back there. He really should eat. Because
on paper, yeah, but we all know, but it's way more to football. It's way more to football besides you just lining up and playing.
Yeah. So I mean, but if it's my guess, Derrick Henry gonna eat more with Julio there. Watch, and Julio numbers gonna drop, and Julio watch.
Well, first of all, we got to see if their offensive coordinator know how to call the offense well enough for their offenses to see.
Todd Downing, the offense coordinator of Tennessee Titans, he's not a good play caller. That offense is gonna take a nosedive. It ain't gonna be. They're not gonna go from first in the league to 31st. They're not gonna drop that much, but it's gonna be a significant dip they're gonna take because they don't have Arthur Smith there anymore. Downing, he was if people can remember the 2017 season when he went to Oakland, all right, and he became the offense coordinator there. You had Derek Carr, who was in MVP talks the season before, 2016. He had Beast Mode, who came to Oakland to try to revive his career. And you had Amari Cooper. What did that team do?
Nothing.
And they had a good offensive line.
Nothing. They did nothing. And I'm gonna put it on the show right here, right now. For the likes of Chris Sims, which I know you trash. You were trash in Tampa. Dan Patrick and Mike Greenberg. Y'all better help Tannenham perform. I'm gonna have some few choice words on social media for y'all.
But Tannehill, he
Chris
gonna channel his
Sims.
inner Miami days. I'm
Chris
telling you.
Sims.
Chris Sims. What has he ever done?
Spleen,
Nothing.
his spleen.
But since he
his
want
spleen
to,
rupture, that's it.
but since he want to be stupid, I'm gonna be stupid with him.
That other guy I want to choke out of that Dan Orlovsky guy. Did he play here? Did he? When he like the third string quarterback here for a season or two?
Jesus.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I guess.
Listen, man, I gotta go. First of all, everybody go to hell.
Man, this is wild.
Mike need a 3.5. And I need to borrow I need to borrow $40. If I got $40.
You know, I know why he said that. Everybody else don't know why. That's an inside joke.
That's an inside joke. Hey, I'm sorry, dog. I need my $40. I need my $40 for the night.
Hey, do you need help?
If anybody want to cash out me, I would drop my cash out because I need some bread right now.
Listen, look, go and let me go first. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't trying to make love. I'm gonna let you make love.
I ain't trying to do none of that. I just look. If you want to just generously send me some cash, hey, I'm good.
Look at y'all.
I'm not doing any. Hey, look, I'm not doing any favors other than the Don's favors here on Forever.
Oh Lord, he going Christian on us over there. You know he Little bro done turned Christian on now.
It ain't about me being. I'm not Christian. It just I'm faithfully engaged with somebody, so that ain't gonna change.
It's all right, man. He definitely.
We love you for that. We love you for that.
He definitely peeps. Where your brother Edge at?
Hey, look. Hold on. I'll just have a little fun with it. Hey, when that video came up, as soon as that video started, I said, "Oh God, he about to fuck up." That's what we call getting married. I said, "Oh God, he about to." Oh Lord.
You talk about the engagement. You talk about my engagement video.
Yeah. I said, look. I said, damn. I said, nigga, he done took a bath. He got a clean suit on. I said, that boy cleaner than Dick was and had it died. I said, yeah, he about to get on his knees. I said, he about to get on his knees.
Don't even know he went. Don't even realize he wrote a death certificate.
We love you, Casey.
He wrote a death certificate. We love you, Casey. Though we love you.
Oh my God.
Hey man, let me get out of here, man. Let me get out of here for y'all ratings drop. But remember, hey, I always be motivated by 40. I always be motivated by another 40.
You better go buy you a 40. I need mine.
Hey man, I'm gonna holler at y'all cats, man. Y'all be cool. Man. I'm out.
All right, man.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're gonna end this live. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know we entertained y'all towards the ending of it. But hey, once again, appreciate everybody who tuned in live. If you watching this at a later time, let us know in the comment section what you think about the comments that were made about Julio this past couple of days. We'll hit you back up. Appreciate everybody coming on. Matt, Mike, ATM, Rashad, Travis, my co-host Tyrone. He was on. He had a power surge. I think it's lightning where he at right now. So I'm gonna go check on him.
Tonight, kicking it with K Styles. Myself and K Styles will be on tonight. So you guys come on there and check us out after you hit that subscribe button here on FILA Sports Podcast.
Yeah, make sure y'all tune in to AFN tonight. It's gonna be a good show. It's always a good show. Matt, Mike, and especially K Styles. I'm about to ask K Styles come on eventually. Link up again, do a show. But hey, if y'all new to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. This is your boy The Don with another episode of The Don's Favor here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. Y'all have a great evening, and everybody that's on me right now, we wish y'all a good well and have a good evening.
And we are not Julio Jones.
We're really not.
No, he didn't.
All right, we out. Bye.